Alright, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the games I picked up for the month of June. So the month of June was kind of a smaller month for games. I didn't pick up quite as many as I normally do. But that is mainly because it is my wife's birthday in this month, so I had to, definitely get her something for her birthday. We got some concert tickets for her, got her some stuff she wanted. So my game collection is a little bit smaller this month. It mainly revolves around a couple Genesis games and then 2 Saturn games. One of the Saturn games is just a redo because I wanted the box for it and it was cheaper buying the game over again. One of the Genesis games is also a redo because it was cheaper buying it from where I bought it from. And then I got my 2 reproduction games, or Ramhacks, whatever you want to call them. But without further ado, my name is Matt. This is Tall Art 73's Gaming, and this is my gaming corner. So without further ado, let's get into it right away. So one of the games I picked up just recently was Super Battle Tank War in the Gulf. I don't think I ever owned this one before, so picked it on up. Really haven't tried it too much yet. You'll see a little bit of the gameplay footage from it here, but I haven't really gotten into it too heavily yet. It is complete in box with manual, so that always comes in handy. The next game is one I've had in the past. I wanted it back again. It's very familiar when you play it because it does look a lot like the Sega CD version of Afterburner 3. But that is Glock. Glock to me has always been a really fun game. This is one that I am going to replace the box on. You can see the tape down here. It's missing its USB-C code, which I don't care. But I am going to replace the box for it. Love the artwork on the front. I love that artwork right there. And Glock is also complete in box, which is actually very nice because sometimes it's hard to get the manuals to these games. But like I said, I do want to get a new box so I can get all this shit off of it and have this redone. But that was game number 2. And this game I do love. This game is a lot of fun. Granted, it's not as good as the arcade version. And it does look a lot like Afterburner 3, which you'll see in the video of the gameplay footage. But this is fun. The next one I'm about to show was a game I really wanted. At least one of the games on this set, because it's a 3-game pack. And it came out to be cheaper buying the 3-game pack than buying the 1 game individually. And that 3-game pack is the triple score 3 games in 1. Hang On, International Soccer, and Columns. Now I already own Columns. Bought that one before, complete in box. This is my first time owning International Soccer. And my first time ever owning Hang On. Hang On I'd never owned before on the Genesis. I own it on the Master System, but not here. And I was really impressed with this box. I mean, this box is in mint condition. I don't know if it's a new box that they sent with it or what. The manual also is pristine. It is mint as hell. And by looking at the box, yes, this box is definitely redone because there's no Sega on here. So I don't know if they reprinted the manual too or what. And I feared this game was a Ramhack, especially when I saw how clean the box was in the manual. But it's got the right screws in there, so this looks legit. I'll have to check it out later, open it up and see if it really is. There's ways of telling. I'll be making a video on that soon too, on ways you can tell if they are legit or not, especially when you don't know, like this one I don't know 100%. But I will make a video on that later, how to tell legits versus copies, at least from what I've been learning. Alright, that technically was it for the games that I picked up. Original games type idea. There is one more Genesis game that I did pick up that is original. And that is F22 Interceptor. I already own this game. I'm a huge flight sim fan, that's why. I already own it, but I only have the cartridge only. And when I was down in Sheboygan where Freaky Toys is, they had this here. It was $5 for it in box, compared to if I buy the box separately at $7, so it'd save me $2. But the nice part is, it's complete. I got the manual again. So for $5 to get back the manual, gimme, I take it. So this was the other one that I got. This game is actually really fun if you never played these kind. Yes, they are slow because they are basic 3D polygons, and it, you know, it was in its major infancy back then. Infancy? There we go. But this is a fun game. Alright, let's move on to the Sega Saturn. The first game that and technically the only game I didn't have that I picked up, was pretty cheap. I think it was only like $9, and that is Nascar 98. Never owned it. Saw it for $9, said I'm picking it up. Why not? The guy said it's complete in box. The box is in really good condition. We got the manual. We don't have the foam, and it's a legit game, not a fake one. NASCAR 98. So far, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. This is actually really, really fun.
The green flag is out.
So there's that one. Over to the other Saturn game that I did pick up that was cheaper to buy it used again instead of trying to buy just the box. Like I said, the box, if you go and you can buy a box for a Saturn game and you want one with a manual and everything, cheapest I've seen is anywhere between $30 to $50. When I can get the whole thing for $9, I'll just replace Madden like this. I have Madden 97 already. I wanted it back in box so it looks better on my shelf. And this was the way to go. If you can ever see it when it shows up on my screen a little bit, you might get an idea of something else that I have too. Where it says episode 1 cleared. You can see turtles down there. Yes, I did buy the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Revenge of Shredder this month. That was the #1 game of the month that I had to buy. So I got that game on my computer and on my Xbox. The Xbox had it as their Play Anywhere stuff, and I find that to be one of the greatest things to ever buy. Change of subject there, sorry. But Madden 97. This is when Madden was still, in my opinion, really freaking good compared to what they do now. Alright, the last two. These are Ramhacks. And that. And one of them, I didn't need either of them because I have both games already. I have the original versions. Didn't really need the Ramhack versions. But the first one, I want the Ramhack because I heard it was actually a little bit better than the US release. And what I did is I got the Japanese version, a Ramhack version, to where the Japanese base of the game is actually in English. And I get an English manual, all that stuff. It's just the language in the game is English. So when you read the story, it's English. That is Bare Knuckles 3. The US censored a lot of it. They went with all, neutral colors, which is stupid. And haven't been to the end of this one yet, but I heard that when you make it to Mr. X, I think he's still in this one if I remember correctly. I beat the US version a couple months ago. He's smoking in this one. So I am on the lookout to get Bare Knuckles 1 and 2 still, because I want the actual Japanese ones. If I can find this one physically, I'll grab that too. But this is the first one, and this comes from the Retro Gaming and Backup. I did order complete in-box with manual. Nice thing is you see the orange here. This cart lights up. It's an LED light up cart. That is just freaking awesome. I don't know how else to phrase it besides it's just awesome seeing it light up. The guy's work is extremely well. I do recommend buying stuff from him, especially if you want backups of your game. And the other one is another one that, like I said, I didn't need. I've owned this game since it came out. I lost the box years ago and made my own little print for it, which didn't turn out good, which I'll grab that in a minute. You can kind of see it in the back corner up there. Might not be able to read it perfectly, but it's right underneath the Skeletor horse. And that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a half shell. Turtle power. Sorry, I had to do it. So, and as you can see on the box, it says Enhanced Edition. So, you might be wondering, what's enhanced? I never heard of them really doing anything with it. And it's true. All they really did is did a color upgrade. The color is supposed to pop a bit more. You're supposed to look more, I wouldn't say arcade-like, because even though this is based off of Turtles in Time, it's not the actual arcade game. But yes, it is enhanced. Now this one I ordered cart and box. You can get a manual for this one, but you have to buy that separately, and it's the original manual, which I will be doing. But so all it is cart and box. And as you can see, the card is green, which I think is freaking awesome. And it's another light-up card. You can't go wrong with these light-up cards. I mean, they're gorgeous. But like I said, see, you can see his design. His thing goes all the way to the edge, like it's supposed to. Really nice. And then you look at mine. So here is the print I did. And as you can see, it didn't make it all the way. It didn't make it all the way. I printed at the wrong size. But I want to have at least a box for my Turtles game. And like I said, mine is original. It is very worn over the years. This is probably one of my most played games. So yeah, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to have two. Because I'm just that way. Look how good his frickin' thing looks compared to mine, though. Very nice. And I also like the fact that his blue is a better color blue than mine is. But that is all for my games for the month. Like I said, this month was a smaller month than normal. I didn't have as many games. I also did get Turtles Revenge of Shredder, which I have beat already. If you have not played the Revenge of Shredder yet, and you're thinking about it, if you have Game Pass for PC, or if you have an Xbox, download it, play it. It's on there right now. When it comes to my top buys for this month, like I said, Turtles Revenge of Shredder was number one. That game I had to get when it came out. Other games that became my top picks for this month are these two on the Genesis. Hang On is a lot of fun, and Glock I've just always enjoyed. So those are right now my top picks. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will leave you from here. The games for July are currently being purchased, and they're going to be on their way soon. So far, for games for July, I only got one. I'm not really going to call this one a Ramhack. It is a backup of a game that I own. I don't have the case for it anymore, and going through Retro Gamers and Backup, it was cheaper to get it from him because he does it complete in box, long box form, so it is a Saturn game. So, and I want to get the box for the game. I'm not really worried about having the backup CD because my CD works fine. But once July gets to an end, I will show you that one and show you anything else that I got. Hope you enjoyed this video for today, and I will see you guys. Actually, you know what? Before I say I'll see you guys, there was one other game I picked up. There were two games on my list for this month that I wanted to make sure I got. Like I said, Turtles was one of them for the PC. The other one's also on the PC and on the Xbox and PlayStation 5. And that is Sonic Origins. I did get Sonic Origins. I am playing through the story mode on that one. If you're interested in watching that, I do broadcast it live on YouTube. And I broadcast it live on Twitch. I am at the end right now of Sonic 2, having major troubles against Dr. Robotnik. He's been kicking my ass. But I have been playing it through the story mode to see how Sega linked the games. I'm also working on a video for that one to show if you own it through any other collection, do you really need the Sonic Origins collection? I am on the fence of actually needing it or not. I did buy it because I am a Sega fan. But once I bring out that video, which should be shortly, we'll see what my opinion really is. But now, with that out of the way, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.